YouTubers, Mike Martins here, Mike Martins channel. Major retailer closing stores across Canada Friday in support of climate change action or climate action. Guys, shutting down your business or even arguing this would be like major retailers closing stores across Canada because it rained on Tuesday. I'm not doubting there's a problem with climate change. The world has its own pattern. The world was here many millennia before us and will be here many millennia after us. The world will continue regardless of us. Are we contributing to climate change? Yeah, but how much in the grand scheme of things? And I brought this up many times. You only one good Mount St. Helens type eruption that we had. Go to Google, which are, there's really smart people out there watching this. Go to Google and look at Mount St. Helens eruption before and after. One, maybe even two good Mount St. Helens eruptions could blacken out our sky and drop plummet temperatures and send us into a deep freeze. More than what us as humans have produced in emissions, whatever, in the last 100 years. You don't have to believe me on this. I know we are contributing to climate change, but at what level? I don't think it's this grand scopic. It started with global warming. They phased it out. Now it's climate change, right? And I could bring up other algorithmic alphabet titles, but I don't want to bring them up because they'll just flag this video. But major retailers closing stores across Canada Friday in support to climate change action. Two major Canadian retailers will be closed for business this Friday to support climate change marches happening around the world. Vancouver-based Mountain Equipment Co-op is shutting down its doors across Canada until 5 p.m. local time, and staff to head to the distribution centers will also be given a chance to attend local rallies. So what if you work for one of these companies and you were like myself and said, well, I know we contribute to climate change because we exist. Just our existence contributes to climate change. But how much are we actually throwing out there that's realistically destroying the planet? Yes, you got a graveyard full of garbage in the bottom of ocean floors. And I think we should contribute more instead of doing rallies and raising taxes and looking for a way to tax us to death. I think it's a good idea that we actually contribute and close down on Friday and go out and pick up litter all over the city. I think that would contribute towards climate change more than a bunch of people chanting and protesting against climate change. It's now the younger generations are going to kind of be normalized into this whole climate change thing, that even though it's out of our control, even though it's out of it's up to the sun with the sun elliptic. The sun has its own elliptic orbit. And we're due for another ice age, a mini ice age. Look it up. We're due for another 800-year ice age. And there's a lot of things that are happening that's out of our control, right? Sending Al Gore more money for global warming for his private jets aren't going to solve this problem. So I want to be really realistic with you guys here and really think over our carbon footprint, right? Because I believe, this is just me, and a lot of people disagree with me on this. I believe it's not as big as yes, it's a big deal. Yes, we should keep it in the back of our minds. Yes, we should find better, like disposable or plastic bags that become biodegradable, cardboards that become biodegradable. Yeah, there's many things we could do, and that's what I'm for. This stuff, that kind of stuff. But taxing people and carbon credits and taxing countries and this and that, it's not a way of fixing this problem. I'm not a climate change denier. I believe there is climate change, and it's up to the sun what the sun decides it wants to do. If the sun decides to kind of tilt away from us a bit, not our Earth going through seasons. I'm talking about the mini ice age that we had 800 years ago, and the major ice age that we had, was it 40,000? I don't know, many thousands of years ago. So here it is. The first time we are doing something about this in magnitude. Lush Cosmetics. Giving our thousands of staff the time to get out there and demand bold action is a no-brainer. So if they demand bold action, they're just gonna have to shut these places down because of the. Like I would be more for them with the slave wages that they're giving these workers to create these products for them to sell in mass, this mass production that these people are slave waging and slave working, and a lot of them are chained to their table so they don't leave. I'd be kind of maybe chanting against that, right? So this nature virtue signaling or climate change virtue signaling, it's not working, people. The problem is I eventually will die off, and so will other people that are watching this that are of my age range will eventually die off. And we can't tell people that the younger generations that are being taught this in school how important it is to open up your eyes and look at the bigger picture. That's just me. I'm not denying climate change one bit. I'm just denying that how much of it is impacted by us. That's the main question. The world was here before us, and it will be here long after us. So, yeah, it's very, very, very interesting to see where things are going to be headed in the next couple of years, because everything's been advancing so friggin' fast that you can't even keep up with it anymore. And now the media is basically no longer investigating what it is they're talking about. They're just talking, right? I'm not even an educated person, and I'm just telling you guys, like, this is my opinion. And thousands are here live now. Look at this, thousands climate change rally in Montreal. Like, it's, I don't know, guys. 2,000 protests planned around the world coming this Friday. So today's Friday. The rest of the world's ahead of us by a lot here. I'm in Western Seaboard, LA County time, Tijuana time. Still 1:49 p.m. local here. So I want to know what you guys think about this, honestly. Really, really, really discuss this in the comment section. Like, really discuss this for me in the comment section. Maybe kind of say, if you know what I'm talking about or agree what I'm talking about, maybe comment on some facts, like actual facts that are, look, this is this and this is that. Yes, we've had many ice ages before. Yes, the sun has its own orbit. Yes, I don't know the scientific names to give some of this stuff. So I'm just kind of throwing this out there and what my opinion is. I think we could do better with maybe what's causing a lot of stress on the earth, or stress is the homelessness in California, for example, the tent cities in Vancouver, that's causing like urine and feces, and having these wash companies have to come out every day and wash the sidewalks down with these harmful chemicals that are destroying the earth. Why don't we start looking at fixing those problems first before we start fixing the environment? Because once I think we start getting everyone on track and getting the homeless situation taken care of, the housing affordability situation taken care of, the banking situation taken care of, the pharmaceutical cartels taken care of, the criminal banksters, the guys on Wall Street taken care of, then we can start focusing on getting to the moon properly or getting to Mars and actually taking care of business on bigger matters as a whole. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just rambling on. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below.